Sorry about that. I had to make sure my controller was working. And it looks like we're live now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. My name is Ark. And today we got some more Outer Worlds. Pretty much. Or Space Cowboy Space.
We have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Ada, you have something you want to say?
Take care.
No, I guess not.
Welcome back.
Actually, can I
What part
learn
of the colony?
about the colony?
Where? Of course, part of the.
What do you know about the
We're ready to
Groundbreaker?
dock with the Groundbreaker, if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Huh. Whoops. You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Can you give me the spiel on the
The
Groundbreaker?
Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship.
Original?
It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with station representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. What part?
You can tell me about Monarch.
Where in Monarch?
Well, you know, Stellar Bay.
Monarch, the armpit of the Halcyon system.
Armpit?
Her
That's...
last functioning port town is Stellar Bay. Well, that is if you don't count Sublight's smuggler's port at Fallbrook.
Why is Monarch being
I
blockaded?
believe it has something to do with the planet being an uninhabitable wilderness and a lawless land with no corporate presence. You may wish to survey the residents in Stellar Bay for additional data points.
People just know there's a
It's Sublight
smuggler's
run
port?
For the purpose of shipping contraband, and before you ask, I don't know the coordinates, so I can't dock us there. Of course, what part of the Where in Terra 2?
What
Any
what are you
crew
talking about,
traveling
Roseway?
to Roseway will find themselves unofficially in officially uncharted space. Roseway
Unofficially.
has been removed from all Halcyon charts, and anything I could tell you, I can't tell you, because it's illegal.
Why was Roseway removed from the colony
Why
map?
else do humans do anything? I believe the decision was a result of money squabbles. I wish I could say more, but as I previously stated, it is against Colony Ordinance C59-002Y.
Just tell me.
Here we go. Due to catastrophic financial losses, Redacted reportedly abandoned the town, shutting down 99.2% of all operations. However, there is an unsubstantiated rumor that Redacted, in actuality, continued to secretly develop Redacted products by experimenting on Redacted, imported from Redacted. How very revealing.
Right, right. So the Redacted did the Redacted from the Redacted.
I'll be here.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask the most important one.
Where?
What can you tell me about
Byzantium is
Byzantium?
reputed to be the cream of the crop of Halcyon's residents. We're sure to stick out like a sore thumb.
That we are. People there are wealthy?
Yes,
Like how wealthy?
Byzantium is the crown jewel of Halcyon. All the colony's opulence, elegance, and decadence is concentrated in this single city. To say its inhabitants are immensely and disproportionately well-to-do would be an understatement. Colloquially referred to as gold bloods, Most of Byzantium's dwellers will never step outside the city's walls. Conversely, for many Halcyon colonists, the city is a faraway dream.
You got any news on the city?
I am sorry to report, Captain. The Minister of Earth has fallen ill, again, and will have to postpone his goodwill tour of the colony.
Is he normally in bad health like this?
Yes.
Ada, please elaborate, so I don't have to ask you.
Noted, Captain. I shall endeavor to be more, as the humans say, chatty in the future.
I might have made a mistake.
News, he's suffering from an outbreak of cystipox and has been quarantined for public safety. The minister is expected to make a full recovery and resume working closely with the chairman of the board soon. However, I find it of note that in the past 52 cycles, the minister has been reported ill 27 times, suffering from 10 different ailments. See you soon, Captain.
Yep, see ya, Ada. Let's see, so... I still need to find provided clothes in Byzantium. Search the outpost. I haven't done that, have I? I also need to go to Scylla and take Max. Huh. Do I need... you know what? Let's store that. Don't need the extra weight dragging me down. Oh, that's a lot of mods.
Who ordered the bottles of Raptidon musk? One has broken.
That wasn't me, trust me. Anything to repair? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. Let's go. See, for this task, I need to Edgewater. I need to go to Edgewater, that's what.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Let's see, do I have Neogun Party? Yes, I do. I kind of wish in games like these that you could just bring around the whole party, but only some of them will engage in combat and stuff. I don't know if that makes sense.
Great work.
And I step in before I get caught like last time. You just walk in here, dude? Like, you realize that door was locked for a reason, right? I'm just gonna leave. Alright, vending machines. Light machine gun, light pistol, revolver. Where am I going? Ah, here I am. I can fast travel to the geothermal plant. Interstellar Champions Rizzo's Rangers and Spacers Chosen. 28th Annual Tossball Series. The site is over there. Alright, so we're looking for some of Nyoka's old buddies. Is this the place? Looks like it.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Don't think they're here.
I'm on it! Here we go! Mess with us!
Don't mind me. Just gonna loot. Doesn't sound like your buddies are out here.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
I think...
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry.
Anderson's Karen medallion and Rebecca's. Let's take a look. The display is faded, buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Allah help me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone to let me send a message for all the capable folk here. We're stuck. Back home we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offer his life in service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope the Architectus never reaches you, but on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I effed up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarchs are living hell. We were sick of getting sick, of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub, of fighting. Day in and day out, we're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here, settle down, but this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. Never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauders at the door. Anderson's bled out and I'm on my way. Won't let them get me. Not alive anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. I'd to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Let's talk to Nyoka.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, break her to know the truth.
Yeah, I'd have kept it from her.
Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Huh. Might do it. I didn't think there was anything you didn't know about the wilderness.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
So we're going to Scylla. Another quest that wants me to go to Scylla. I guess I should go there, right? Let's see. So I can take Nyoka and Max with me. And then... oh, everyone has some perk points. Let's just give them all showtime. I don't really feel too picky. No, let's go to Scylla.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
Sure. Okay, what is going on between you and Sam?
How can I be?
Darn,
Goodbye.
she's not gonna talk. See, Scylla is one of the largest asteroids orbiting Halcyon, the largest in a group of rocks known as the Charybdis Cluster. Hephaestus Mining once claimed the asteroid, but its prospecting site was abandoned. Huh.
Destination reached. Scylla, welcome back.
Hey, Ada, can you tell me anything about Scylla? Nope.
Hey, boss, I've been thinking.
Oh.
Hey, boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then, one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
That's cute, Felix. What's her name?
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. A guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
Well, this is obviously important to you. Let's go.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Yeah, sure. Thank me later. Let's go. So let's take along Felix and Max, because they both seem to have business on Scylla. Is this Scylla?
Ford had an asteroid mining operation out here. I wonder what happened to him.
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe on a loose rock here.
See, where's the Hermit? 266 meters. And where is the Friendship due? Ah, okay, I just gotta go to his landing pad. Yeah, that's easier.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest aether waves.
Harlow's base. Forced worst. It's not the worst until it's forced worst. Ugh. Just the name Cystipig makes like cysts and stuff. Wonder if there's, yep, there's gravity on this planet.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
For you if you push me.
Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through.
Captain Harlow's crew?
Got my sights on.
No, maybe I need to go in the door. Are these mechanicals? I don't know what they're doing here. That's a dead end. That's a toilet. Oh. Nope, don't want to steal that. So this is Clyde Harlow?
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
No, this is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Felix is a vital member of our crew. He's, well, he's good in a fight.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself.
Ouch.
I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Okay, tell me why we're here, though.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
Revolution. Want to put him through a test?
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
What did this Trask do?
Routed us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
I feel like there's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix, anyways?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I have to deal with?
Can I ask you something?
Let's hear it.
Felix tells me you disappeared one day.
I was working on this plan for years, saving every bit I could, drawing plans, biding my time. I never intended to spend my life laboring on the Groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself, I did what I had to do. I left.
You might have said something.
I had some ugly business in Scylla. If I told you, I would have implicated you.
Want to elaborate on that?
Hephaestus controlled mining operations all over Scylla. Most of these operations failed. The company pulled out and abandoned their facilities. Mostly abandoned anyway. This one was running on a skeleton crew. My associates and I seized control in a matter of minutes.
You said you were working on something big. Is this it?
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning.
Revolution.
Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
See, I don't like the sound of revolution because it sounds like an excuse to do whatever you want. To hurt people and stuff. So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid? That's a revolution, eh?
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
Sounds like you got a plan to overthrow the board.
Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
That was simultaneously the least scientific and most pompous statement I've heard in ages. Well done, Mr. Harlow.
A vicar. I admit, I never imagined a man of the cloth living the adventurer's life. You do keep some interesting company. Was there anything else?
What makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Something on your mind?
No, I'm gonna go. Let's see, Harlow's crew. Acquisitions? Memo. Crew, we're gonna want about our patron. When we opened up our scanner to sniff the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby, hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message comes through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. So again, it says stay skeptical. What? They have a patron. Last entry. Pirate code. Rule number 1. Heartless boss. Rule number 2. F the board. Rule number 3. Why are you still reading? Pig, wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life's a game to you. Maybe you like being played. Guzzle down that sense of security like it's purple berry flavored opium. F rules. F terminals. We're not a revolution if we're using weapons they raised against us time and time again. The front lines of the rise to the corporate sit-ins and error document Pirates Code has exceeded the character limit. I didn't know there was a character limit. Huh. Well. Vending machine. Oh, hi. Didn't know there was one here.
A proper lair if ever I saw one.
Clyde must be inside.
Guess we better do this quest, eh?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Oh. I haven't seen those two
Notice how
yet.
our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
Okay, but who's Sam?
Come on, Ellie. Sam ain't people. I guess he can be Chairman Rockwell on that one cameo appearance.
I heard they had an automech read those lines because the actors were afraid of offending the chairman. Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Oh. That was informative. I think, like, even the game developers know that, like, they took a lot of inspiration from the Firefly series. They're like,
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain.
I mean, the characters are even just like, hey, you realize how our crew is very similar to that one serial? I think all we're missing is a River. Well, and maybe a few other characters. But I can be River. I can be the captain. I can be a lot of different characters. Go find this girl. See what she can tell us.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
Looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. Totally lived around here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Look, I'm on a level. You can ask Junlei about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I'm not one of Harlow's thugs. You can trust me.
All right. I'm gonna take your word for it. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
A few more questions, please.
Just make it quick.
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. You know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about Harlow?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Huh. That's all I needed to
Appreciate
know.
it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Yeah. You have a fine day as well. Emerald Vale. Guess we're going back to Emerald Vale. Wow. I have so much Adreno. I have 173. That's a lot. Where's Emerald Vale again? I think it was on Terra 2.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Don't need to know about that. Ah, wait.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Emerald Vale is that garden, right? Near Edgewater, or next to Edgewater. Yeah, I think I remember. Oh, god damn it, Felix. Close the door. Whoops. Nothing at all.
Lucky I've already built like.
Damn, my reputation decreased. Didn't mean to get caught like that. Just, huh. Where is? Ah, here it is. Let's go to the botanical lab. Here we are. Yep, Emerald Vale. Oh wait, Emerald Vale is actually the name of this place, not the colony. Or, is it a colony? I can't tell. Edgewater is the town. This colony is named... Oh god.
Well done. We are victorious.
Yay, we are victorious. Oh, these guys are really weak, huh? Yeah, they all have low-level gear.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
No, Vicar, I'm not showing you how to do that. Where's... Ah, there it is. Problem is, how do I get there? Oh, yeah, maybe I can go through here.
Here we go.
Some primals. And I remember when I was afraid of these primals, when I could barely kill them. Trask over here? Oh, here he is. North Gulch. Hey, you Trask?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right, Harlow said you betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you?
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions, it's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
You're asking me to take you for your word? Why don't you show me some evidence?
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at her.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, Trask. I'm just gonna ask for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. Well, we confronted Trask. Now, optionally, find his stashed evidence. Oh. I get the feeling that that maybe like he didn't realize.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
You want me to send Sam down? Sure, I'll...
Oh boy, look at you. What a mess. You never had no one to take care of you, huh? Don't fret. I'll be a reminder now. Evening, Captain. Or is it afternoon? I don't know how long I've been up here.
Dang, Sam, you're a ladies' man. Getting in good with Ada and Parvati.
Something busted, Captain?
Battery levels are fully charged.
Yeah. Let's go Harlow's base. I feel like the real story is that Harlow was trying to start a revolution, but he needed resources they didn't have. He was looking for an opportunity, and someone offered it to him. This patron of his is the one that offered to help finance his operation. Of course, he may not have had any idea. I'm just saying, it's likely he had no idea who his patron really was. Receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services, including our names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifest, and some valuable cargo delivered. Well, we got the evidence. Now let's see what Harlow has to say.
What's the word?
I want to know about what he's trying to do, but maybe I should, yeah, let's try live.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Trask had some things to say about you, and I've got my own misgivings.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
I've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Arlo. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Here they come!
Okay, this turned into a... Oh, this turned really bloody.
Everyone all right?
That could have turned out better.
What's the...
Trask had a lot to say about
I'm
it.
surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damn... Oh, Trask put you up to this.
I think you...
You've got a... How...
Clyde,
Don't... I don't... Incoming!
Looks like everything leads to just... You're gonna die.
Trask.
I think you owe Felix an explanation.
Listen to me, Felix. Don't go jumping to conclusions. This isn't what it looks like.
Yeah, because it looks like you've been taking money from the board. It looks like you sold out, Clyde.
Oh, come on, Felix. We've all taken money from the... I can't pay my soldiers in ideological purity. If I have to take the board's money to buy my guns, outfit my troops, and prepare my revolution, then I'll do it.
Don't listen to excuses. He's nothing but a coward.
Clyde, look,
Don't talk to me. I don't know what...
heads up!
Huh. Yeah, it still ends up being... I don't know. I try... Okay, you know what? Let's just try being nice.
Trask.
Oh,
Are we done here? I've got places to be.
Captain, I hope Trask hasn't tricked you into believing his ridiculous accusations. If you're willing to overlook this unpleasantness, I'm willing to take Felix into my crew.
I don't know about this, boss. You've been real good to me. I'm not too keen on jumping ship.
Determination 20. You're seriously considering this? Your choice to make. Determination 20. You're seriously considering this pretentious gas bag over me? Get back.
Sure,
in line.
boss. Whatever you say.
Get back in line.
You don't have to do this. You're a free man, Felix. Free to disobey.
Then I choose not to get on my boss's bad side. Sorry, Clyde. If you wanted me on your crew, you should have been the first to ask.
And I suppose there's nothing more left to be said. Goodbye, Captain. I doubt we'll cross orbits again.
Ooh. That was... Gee, that was tough. I didn't want to kill his whole entire organization, or his operation, but everything led to just being confrontational. I had to be just like, look, I'm disappointed in you, we're gonna leave. I couldn't just flat out say, you're a liar. Took a couple tries, but I think we're all good, right? You know?
If you stop in the engine room, Would you ask Parvati
Where
to send
is-
Sam down to the bridge?
Okay, time to go talk to Felix.
We need to talk. Listen, boss. I owe you an apology. I got stupid. Clyde wanted me on his crew, and I jumped at the shot. You took a chance with me back on the Groundbreaker. I should have shown you a little more loyalty.
Don't give it a second thought. I know this was important to you.
Nah, Clyde wasn't important. Knowing you can count on me, that's important. There's something else on my mind, honestly. I've been trying to make sense of all this business with Clyde and Trask. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the Board is just abhorrent to me.
Money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
I mean, it's not like I pay you.
I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. I'm glad I didn't go back to Harlow. I've got all the family I need right here on our ship. Thanks for your time, boss.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Felix. Let's see, I think there's also a take Max to the Hermit on Scylla mission, right?
Destination reached. Scylla.
Huh. Go down here. Is that a mining rig? I think so. It's big. Nope, I can't go this way. Kinda wish this game had like 0G stuff. That'd be fun. And also I wouldn't have to worry about fall damage. Ooh, or maybe just a jetpack. Yeah. If it's an outer space game, you gotta give the main character a jetpack, right? What are those? Oh, those are outlaws. Hello, outlaws.
Attack it.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Oh. Let's see, what is...
Jackass.
That's all that Felix does? Just kicks them in the face?
Never anger a man of the claw.
Huh. Yeah, they're, I don't know, how should I put this? Yeah, their abilities are kind of... Whoa.
Everyone all right?
His arm went flying. Yeah, their abilities are a little underwhelming. Especially Felix's. He just goes out and decks them with his feet. It's like...
Looks like some sort of habitation.
We're getting close to the Hermit. I can feel it.
You got it. We've got a fight on our hands. The strong survive and the weak perish.
There you go.
Toss ball kick.
Toss ball. Nope, nothing there. Nope. Are they all dead? I think so. Ooh, I could buy a shot cannon ultra. It would do pretty decent damage, actually. At least to, yeah. It should do decent damage to the auto mechanicals around here. Is this the place? Hermit's Lodge. Hey, here's the hermit.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
Yeah, we're here to rob you. What you got?
Not much, but you are free to take whatever you wish. Please leave me a few morsels of food, though. I may not eat a lot, but I still do need to eat.
We are not here to rob you. I've brought this book for you to translate for me. We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
A drug trip? When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, I guess Max said he was prepared.
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
Well, I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Wait, really? We get to take drugs? Sweet. Huh. Let's just breathe deeply. Whoa. This might have been a... What?
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
What am I seeing?
Mother.
His mother.
You're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. Or with your head buried up your posterior.
Not helping, Felix. Okay, we came all this way. We ought to at least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive
Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better, more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan, it filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives.
She's still talking.
They are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here. I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Only that last part I agree with. Look, I'm starting to think this isn't a drug trip, but this is like some spooky ghost ritual stuff. Your mom's right, Max. Your story blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look where we are, Max. We are trusting an unbalanced hermit with your sanity. Does that seem rational?
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live in the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's plans lead the way to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
Goodbye, Space Mom. Ghost.
It's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be all right.
Yeah, no. There's,
What?
Drug Max.
Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me? Yeah, Max. Why do you do that?
I should... Quiet, Felix. Yeah, Max, why do you do that?
I don't. I mean, that's not how it is at all. I just... I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you. Me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation. Because it will set us free. Won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me. I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
So you're gonna convince Max he's not real? This should be interesting.
The concept of Max is what's not real. The architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? It's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
Oh boy, this is... I can feel Max's whole entire world crumbling here. You're doing great, Max. Do you think the Hermit would mind if I throw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
Oh, cool. Yeah, all that talking and arguing ruined my high.
Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit, I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to eat your clothes.
I meant to do that.
I was joking. You passed out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect.
Really? Have you looked around the colony?
No, not perfect in that sense. But it is still perfect. It's all there to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Oh, cool, coolio. Can I? No, I guess I can't take these things. That would just be stealing. Ooh, incense vessel. What did I get? Oh, nothing here. No? Oh, hey, incense vessel. Madness in a box.
So, have you found your
Let's see what the
answers?
Hermit has to say.
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Existence is simpler with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
Oh, heck no. I just learned... No, I already knew that. I was just enjoying myself.
Of course you were.
Okay, I'm tired of all the talking. We're leaving. Airways are cleared. Is this... Is this because I cleared the airwaves on Monarch? But I don't even know how I did that. Let's see, is there... I think I have to travel to the Unreliable and then talk to Max. I mean, all these quests really just end up in talking to the companion.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Oh no, wait, I guess it's done. Yeah, actually, I have weapons, so... keep the blood on stick, or let Max hold on to the blood stick. Yeah, I'll just store away the blood on stick. See, I think. Oh yeah, I got another level up, right? Huh. And I can give everyone some perks. What we got? Tier 5. Duration of status effects inflicted. Stand your ground. When companion is down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. Long cooldown, 15 minutes. I'll go with second wind then. That sounds really good. Oh, wait. I think I'm ready to go do the rest. Or I think I was doing Nyoka's quest, where I have to kill the Manta Queen, right? First, before I kill the Manta Queen, I need to... Oh, almost fell down. I need to... What is it? Kill the primals and get their pheromones. Let's do it.
Sure, Cap.
Colonel Butterscotch.
Down they go. Guys, all right?
Ooh, this is a named enemy. Which means must be very it's got worth a lot. Or like it's got a lot of loot.
Get ready. Nice hit.
Up. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. The pheromone. Why do I need 3 of these? Isn't 1 enough? I don't know. These quests are always like that. Fetch 3, fetch 3. Why? I guess just to be more thorough? Oh, hey. Where's...
Woohoo! Nice work.
Can I? No, I can't do anything with these bodies. Oop, no, there. Armor parts. Oh, hey, Outlaw. What are you doing here, Outlaw? UDL
I
Transformer.
recognize this. Dead set on screwing this place up, too.
Seems pointless, though. Gotta leave it on forever. And the pylons. Else the air just drifts off.
Incoming!
What is that? What? Oh god. Ooh, Mega Primal. See, is there the pungent one? Alright.
Attacking!
Go get him.
I'm ready for this.
Come on, you got it. Ooh. Oh, you, Oh, damn, what are they doing?
Nothing like a good tussle.
They dead? Yep, they are definitely dead. Yo, did I just pick up a brain? Yes, I did. There we go. 3 pheromones. I think I can kill the Mantiquin, right? Oh. Oh, there's something over here. What else do I have to do? Ah.
I'm on
Alright,
it.
go get it.
Here we go.
Ow. What is doing that? Is this it? There we go. Got the pheromone glands. Now I just speak to Nyoka. There you are.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
These glands are gross. Take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
What is Charon?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Huh. Well, let's go kill the Mantiquin.
Fucking right we are.
What if it turns out I already killed this same Mantiquin that we're hunting?
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
I mean, that'd be kind of embarrassing. Let's go to Fallbrook, because that's like in the middle of Monarch.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain. We'll be here, Captain, or will we? Haha. Just a little joke for you.
Ada can joke now. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I've never heard of a robot with a sense of humor before being a bad thing, so I guess it's good. Ow. I knew that was gonna happen. Too many people here to steal this. Yep. Oh.
Hey, Ken. Knock, knock.
Yeah. Alright. Do I have a corrosive weapon actually? No, I do not. It should be fine, right? Oh, that is far, far away. Let's go to the turnpike. I hope this Mantiquin is like gonna be super big. You know, that's something like this game could use. Bosses, boss fights, and stuff like that. Instead, everything just usually goes down pretty easily. That, or they kill you and you go down really easily.
Whew. Here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well... I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go.
Alright. Karen. Is it? So we just gotta go get the remains, huh? Wait, why is it white? Has it always been white? It hasn't, right? See, that's the feeding grounds. Clara and Opal. Let's go get the remains then. Or, I mean, their medallions. Backpack. Oh, what's this got? Heavy construction armor? Yeah, I can... It's only costs 2 mag picks, so I can do it.
Done.
There we go. What was that? Ah, just some energy cells. Okay. Ow, I think I'm bleeding. Let's get the other. Oh, what's this? Not just a hunting rifle ultra. Let's get Karen's. Hey, bolter pistol. So I got her to her friend's remains. Now it's time to set the bait.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. Mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first. But for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers. Helped us trade hides for food and materials. Negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name. 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You were a family. I'm sorry they're gone, Yoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Incoming!
Where is Mantic Queen? Oh, that's a lot of... Ow. Ooh. Did. Yep. That thing is tougher than I expected. That's a good thing. Nope, nothing there. Let's just go ahead and clear everything out here. Looks like the loot is all
I wish I could do that.
pretty much the same.
Don't mess with us.
And there we go. That's all of them. And let's save before we do this. I already heard all this.
No.
Let's see about using this. Oh wait, this uses 5 bullets? Huh. That actually uses a lot more ammo than I thought it did. Still, it's decent damage actually. So did they exterminate the queen?
Everyone all right?
Yes they did. My vision is blurry. Let's see, what did you got? Ooh, 4 carapaces, 2 plasma glands, 2 rings, some toss ball cards. Where did they get these things? Ooh, Impact Hammer Mark II. I know who I'm giving that to. There we go. It'll be in good hands with Nyoka. Wait, is it a 2-handed weapon? No, it's not. I need a 2-handed one. Look, I'll give Parvati the Impact Hammer because that's her style. So, do I just talk to Nyoka?
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Nyoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Yeah, of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'll help remind you of both the good and the bad, not sure. They'd like to be remembered once in a while, even if it hurts.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
Look at that. Anders Wadsworth. Between Raptidons and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. Jackson. Most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. Clara. Closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. Becca. At the very least, it came back to us in the end. And Opal. One of the very few who deserved better. Nice. Very touching. I like that, you know. We got to see Nyoka's past. The fact that, like, you know, she drowns herself because of all her troubles. But that, you know, it's made her who she is. So does this mean I finished her quest? Yes, I did. Oh, I never did that quest for Sublight, did I? I guess I could do that. Where's my ship? I think it's in Fallbrook. There it is.
A reminder to all crew members that there's only one toilet on the ship.
Right, only one toilet. I'm gonna have to sort through all of this. Their plasma rifle. I think the plasma rifle is not what I want to use for, at least for energy guns. I think I'd rather just use something like a launcher or shot cannon. Let's go. HRS. I think all I had to do for this quest is just...
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Good to know. Finest cigarettes in Halcyon, Wentworth cigarettes.
Nothing but the void here, Captain. I just as soon leave it cold, dark, and derelict.
Restricted access. Huh. Let's see what's going on with this ship. Maybe find out what happened to it. Shipment manifest. UDL concussive mines. Condoms may have shifted in transit. Mines on UDL recognized you could have chosen any remote explosive fighter. Commitment to yada yada. So they were transporting mines. Wait, there's enemies around. How do I... Nah, that thing is sealed, so I can't get in there. Wait a second, is that... Almost walked into that. Okay, I think I need to restore power and find a terminal, right? Cannot use while in combat.
We ought to keep an eye on these autos. We poke around too much, they might wake up.
Am I still in combat? There we go. Unable to access memory cartridge. Restore power. Okay, so I have to go downstairs to restore the power then. Ooh, is there anything around here? That's sealed. Over here. Oh god. Oh geez, so many mines. Sorry about that, girls. Anything important in here? Nope. A UDL identity cartridge? Huh, interesting. I didn't think I'd pick up an identity cartridge here of all places. But it'll be useful, I guess, whenever I go to a restricted UDL place. So, is this the terminal? Modify generator. Error flushing toilets. Maintenance logs. What's the facility status? Toilet maintenance does not flush. That's a critical issue. Non-critical issue. Sensors indicate out of Vita gas is leaking from storage tanks. Gas is toxic to humans. Admin override priority set to non-critical. Management does not utilize the Altavita gas tank storage room. Issue 2. Sensors detect that the new laboratory sent air freshener is running low. Can I repair the toilet? Work order already exists.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation.
What is going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged our ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already.
My team has already handled this issue, soldier. Your squad can depart.
Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws.
Right. I already reactivated Automax. Your readout must be on a delay.
That should have been fixed by now. As you say, we'll just head out then. Safe travel, soldier.
So they did follow me.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
I ought to try talking more and fighting less. Seems like it saves on ammunition. Nah, that ain't no fun.
So, UDL followed us here? Damn. Actually, it was pretty good that I managed to pick up that UDL cartridge. Otherwise, that could have gone a lot worse. Hello, yes, nothing to see here, just... Dang it. Of course it's barred. Messages. To Redacted. Your concerns. From Kimball. Of course, Morales, you gave those PhD tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no warm bodies tested on. What did you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays a hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. Kimball. From Redacted to Kimball. You asked that I reach out. I'm doing so. Is something amiss with the team? How's their morale, their commitment to the project? What? Draft. Bedtime story. What? Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier, while the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses. The soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, a not very nice man offered her a job in an ivory tower, far, far away from the kingdom. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband, but she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. When she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending? Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Mom. Ah, so this is a story from her daughter? And the daughter is writing about how the mom trained to be a soldier and stuff. and didn't get early dismissal. Ooh, security subroutines. No, can't do anything, huh? Maybe mind your head. Is there something here?
Step lively, Captain. Floors for teeth.
Let's see, security routines. Disengage checkpoint security. Personal files? Mama Bear. Kimmel came by asking if any of the docs have been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just asked Alpha. She thought that was Springer's step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electro 3000 for my checkpoint and created concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. She's preparing for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. What? I guess I'm out. Is this it? Hang on a second. Let me check around some more. There's gotta be something here. Oop, no. Nope. Nothing. I was hoping there might be some sort of hint about what happened here.
I ever meet the people responsible for this. I'm shooting first, never asking questions.
Wait, what? Holding tank 1 log. Subject Dr. Charles McNulty? Alive? Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing the condition is found. So they're keeping him suspended? Holding tank number 3. Extremely unstable. Will need exclusive nucleon resequencing for any chance viable extraction. So sorry to end up ladies, James. We'll come back for you all and fix this, I swear on it. What happened? Holding tank 2. Subject condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon vital. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time, I swear. We'll bring you back. Wait, with love. Dr. Ava Chardran, Dr. Lorelei Fall, Dr. James Guthrie? Sounds like these guys are trying to do something. Don't want to go in there. Is this the terminal? Oh, 60 bits. Let's see. Personal terminal for Chartrand. 1,200 days since last login. Give me the project summary. Biological hybridization and assimilation strategies. Further the chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclei using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna, aka Raptidon. They were doing Raptidon human experiments? Let's look at the messages from Redacted. It's come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between the research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in the Halcyon colony is answered. Meantime, get back to work. Let's look at the logs. Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. Claire? We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. As long as being entered by Dr. Fall, I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all of our sacrifices, it still feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Ava hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from the station will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. Wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads. We're not even close to that point. Access outbound comm transcript. Transmission begins. Is anyone listening on this frequency? Who's this? Project lead on 1084. Wanted. Station 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override. Password antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we at with that? Afraid I can't provide an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesy Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Are you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084. Misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an emergency. Transmission end. Executive override for user Chartrand E discontinued duration indefinite. What? Hack 65? Wait a second. What's my hack right now? 50. I have 29 points, but first, let me see. Anything I can do to bring up my hack? Anything to bring up my hack? This will bring up my tech skills. But not my stealth skills. Wait, stealth is... Hack is under stealth, right? Yeah, stealth skills +5. So hack is 55. I need 65, right? And let's see about this. Let's use the least valuable ones we got. Which one affects hack? Mind? And personality. So if we use something that gives me mind and personality, what is this? Base health, health, great. More health. Ranged weapon spread. Here we go. 0 G brew for personality. And 2 hour energy brew for mind attributes. There we go. Now, what is my hack? 65. Nice. Unlock personal quarters. Modify systems access protocols. Insert sublight override cartridge. If you're reading this, you're standing in the legal property of Sublight Salvage and Shipping. Good work, contractor. Report back to Sublight HQ to collect your cut.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? Gotta dissipate our fears.
Chartrand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
Wait a second. Was there a scientist in Cascadia? Chartrand. Researcher's mask. Clothing cause bleed duration. Weird. Ooh, bits. There's really nothing here? Wonder if maybe Chartrand can tell us more. They're all deactivated, right? Good, good. Oh, hey, this place is open. There's a terminal here. Encode a keycard. Nope. No keycard found. Messages? from redacted closing down. Transport vessel has been dispatched to 1084. Taking the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave with company branded consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Do not interfere with the tanks. A cleanup crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy can speak to a Spacer Care approved alienist. What? Note on Guthrie. James is gone, never said goodbye. Wait, high security containment checkpoint Alpha. James gone and never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. Or maybe he was just bad at goodbyes. When I saw what was left of him, I wanted to airlock everyone who let it happen. You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. The bits aren't worth it. I've requested a transfer. I get the impression I'm not the only one. Chief Kimball. Kimball thinks there'll be trouble once the docks run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set her straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk last night, said that if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. Hope it never comes to that. What? Nice, sawed-off shotgun. A blank UDL card. This is keycard encoded. Is there something else in here? Oh no, that's already here. What is this ladder? And more importantly, what is the key card for? I made it, but... Huh. Well, this guy... No idea how he died up here. Huh. He clearly wanted something to drink and defend himself. I think that's the only thing left here. Yeah, let's go back to Groundbreaker and turn it into Lilia. I think she knows something about that ship.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
Huh. Yes, surprise indeed. I should probably put this away. Maybe this one too. This doesn't weigh anything, and this one hardly weighs anything, so I can hold on to them.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
Yes.
Welcome back, Captain.
No.
I request.
I think, like...
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Ada's warning was a little too late to help me, so it's kind of a good thing I went and got that card anyways. Because she turned on the security, and then that meant it was a restricted area. So my disguise turned on automatically. So they definitely were following me. They followed me from Cascadia, even. Oh, hey.
Looking for some space? Don't have a look.
Yeah, can you buy my junk for me, thanks? Kind of want to get an energy weapon that's not a plasma rifle.
You looking at...
Flamethrower. Plasma Carbine Ultra. Let's try the Plasma Carbine Ultra. Sorry about that. So it takes up 3 bullets. Charges up to 231. But even just 1 bullet. Yeah. I think I can dig this carbine. Let's go turn into Lilia and see what she can tell us about that UDL ship that followed us. Why was it following us?
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
The base had scientists in suspension tanks. Some might still be alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
The UDL gunship buzzed the station when I convinced them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Yeah. I'm listening.
After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084.
Yeah, the station talked about the Alta Vita.
You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Bad news, I take it.
Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
Guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
I can do that.
Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Really?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
Okay, she had me and now she lost me.
I'm done. I'm officially tuning you out until such time as I hear the words payment and or shooting.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
Oh, you bet I have a lot. A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Okay, when you say aliens, what kind of aliens? What are we?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
Look, I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
I really don't know what to make of this, Lilia.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does Dr. Chartrand need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
Your concern for the fate of our species is admirable.
You've got me all wrong. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
The labs I passed through didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
So where does Chartrand fit in your alien conspiracy theory?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks. How much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
You know, murder isn't covered under my contractor employment agreement.
Just think of it as salvaging hope from the smoking wreckage of humanity. This is your initiation into a future with Sublight. Want a steady position in our ranks? Buy one with a bullet.
I don't know.
If you don't want the job, just walk away. I'm giving you first dibs because you've seen what's at stake.
Okay, sounds messy, but I'll take it.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
So did anyone else besides me just think that Lilia is a little paranoid? At first it was the thing about the pigs, and now it's aliens. I'm really, I don't know how to put this, but I am deeply concerned for this quest line for Sublight. I mean, I think she's onto something. It's just she connected the dots and went in a completely different direction. I was hoping instead she could explain what happened. Let's see, anything I can do? Nope. What about this one? Get more TDD when I kill an enemy. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Regardless, I think I'm done streaming for tonight. It's getting late. So, thank you everybody for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Please come stay tuned for more on the channel as I explore the Outer Worlds. Next time, of course. Everybody, take care.